Hey, I just figure I'm gonna ink out a map here. Might as well. Figure I might as well make a video out of it. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this map yet, but I'll have to come up with something. I'd like to turn it into an actual adventure for a or something or other. I'm not sure. I wanted to do that with the last one too, but then I got busy. Maybe I'll revisit it anyway. But anyway, I figure, well, I'm going to be inking this. Might as well make a video out of it. What the heck, right? So I have no plans for this dungeon, just something to draw. I'll probably put it on my website if you want a copy of it, msjmaps.com. I didn't I'm gonna stop using Patreon and Locals. So I posted on Locals. I can't post on Patreon that I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, I am going to quit using those. So thank you to everybody that supported me on it. I really appreciate it. But I'm going to focus on my website now. And just because there's some things I want to do that I think are more suited to a website. Maybe I'll make this available through my newsletter, because I've got a newsletter now that I am going to be putting out. And you can sign up for it at MSJ Maps if you want. And maybe, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Maybe I'll make this will be one of the first maps that if you sign up for the newsletter, you can get a copy of this. Now I would like to turn it into an adventure. I'm thinking of an easy D6 adventure because the game is basically done. Although I haven't written out the rules. But you know, why not put out the adventures first? That makes sense, doesn't it? But yeah, that's but I could make it an OSR dungeon too, which I think I want to do, and maybe a 5th edition if I can translate it over. I will try that. So I don't know how this, I'm not doing this video in the normal high quality, like super high quality stuff that I normally do, because my phone stops recording after a while. I've got to check every once in a while, make sure it's actually recording. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, it matters. I want to be able to share this. But so I've been doing those 5+1 videos. I hope people are enjoying them. They're sure fun to make. Now, I've got to see if Oh yeah, that's good. All right. You never know. You don't really want to start inking something and find out your pen isn't working very well. That is not good. I think this, I'm going to take this into Procreate. I am going to paint the hell out of this one. I believe that I am going to do that. But we'll see. I always say I'm going to do stuff. I do intend to do it. It's just then I get something else. That's kind of a thing. What was it? It was Snoop Dogg said that was one of the hardest lessons he had to learn. And I agree. I actually used to make music and stuff. I've put out a couple albums and whatever. And my biggest problem was, and Snoop Dogg said that's the biggest thing you need to learn how to do if you're an artist, and that's control your creativity. Oh, let me tell you, it is tough. It is actually, the struggle is real, let me tell you. And because I just get too many ideas, too many things I want to do, and then I get sidetracked. And I don't mean to be, I'm sure it's quite annoying. I don't mean to be annoying. I just think, oh, this would be better. So, as you can tell, I've already got this all penciled out. I'm just doing the inking part. Sorry if I go off screen. I move my paper so much, it's pretty easy for me to end up going off screen. I'll try not to. I've got a little mark here to tell me that I've gone too far. I usually pull right in close to my stuff, so that's drawing like this is a little bit tricky because I usually am right over quite close to it. When I was a kid, I used to have my nose so close to the paper. It was crazy, but I can't do that anymore because I can't see it that well anymore. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. It's amazing what how eyeglasses changed art. It used to be back in the way back times. If you didn't, if you got into your 40s and you were an artist, basically it was the end of your career because you can't really see well enough at that point. Now I know people that are in their 40s and 50s that actually can see quite well. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure if you're into art and drawing, it's going to be a little harder on your eyes. But I don't know. That isn't scientific. That's just a guesstimate on my part. I don't really know. So hopefully this video is going to just record in one big long take. It's still recording. I don't really want to rush through things, so I didn't really come up with any ideas for this dungeon. I should just sit down and come up with an idea instead of just jumping in, but that's what I do. I like to just jump in and start drawing my happy little dungeons. I wonder almost if I should have outlined with this heavier marker. I don't think so. I don't think it matters. Maybe it does. We'll find out. You'd think by now, I would have a set way of doing things, right? But that's the thing, is I don't, because Control your creativity. I keep on just experimenting, trying out new things. Okay, I think all that's okay. Let's do these right now. I want the dungeon to actually pop, so I think thicker lines is just fine around here. On the last dungeon I drew, I didn't do that, and I think I probably should have. These are some big pillars, eh? Alright. So let's just... If you're familiar with my dungeons, you'll recognize this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying making the YouTube videos. I don't know why it took me so long to... Well, I made them way before, but I didn't... I don't know. I think maybe it's just the phone makes it so much easier now. Because before I had to use webcams and stuff, and it was kind of a pain, but now it's like just crack open your phone, and it's pretty neat. Come up with an idea. Like even this, I'm just using my phone. It's great. No need to go buy a fancy, expensive camera and all that garbage. I mean, would it be better? Probably. Can I afford it? Nope. So, I mean, not for a hobby anyway. And I don't take photos, so I'm not going to go out and buy like a Rebel camera to do videos. Let's get serious. If you like this video, subscribe and give it a like and all that. If I can get up to a certain number, was it? I think it's like absurd number of like 10,000 followers. Anyway, if I ever got up to that, drawing maps and giving DM tips, I don't know. But anyway, if I did, then yeah, okay, I would buy a camera, because then you can be monetized, right? So... Which, sorry, probably went too far over. Let me just check. Looks like it's still recording. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. My other phone does a really nice job, but it's heavy. So I actually have to tape it up and stuff in order that it doesn't fall over. This one's nice because it's not that heavy. So... But my other one, when I do my 5+1 videos that I've been doing, that's going to be fun. I wonder how long I can keep that up before I run out of subjects. But I can only do so many, right? You would think. Before I run out of stuff. But we'll see. It's fun. I like those kind of challenges, right? For sure, let me know if there's any maps or anything you'd like me to do. I think I'm gonna... yeah. Alright, if you've made it this far into the video and you're still watching me, you're going to get some special knowledge here. Because I'm not going to announce this, but not for a while anyway. But what I'm working on is my Easy D6 system. I'm working on a world for it. And a campaign world so that I can make stuff for it. And a lot of these dungeons are going to be made for that. Because I want to do the whole campaign world with lore and everything, and then I'm going to put it on my website and then make videos about it, publish books about it. So, but the thing is I don't, this hobby's kind of funny. I think people do make money. They're the ones that publish the books, but what I'm doing, I don't make much money at this. So I have a full-time job, and my full-time job takes up so much of my time. It's insane. And wipes me out so much. So all this stuff, I want to do it, it's going to take me some time. But I might get the chance to early retire. And if that happens, then I'll hit this full time. And then, whoa, just watch. Things will get absolutely insane. Because I am pretty prolific when I can be. When my job and life and whatever isn't getting in the way. I go pretty crazy on content. And because I really enjoy making it. You know, for you guys. And and I'm working on projects, so there's a good chance. I mean, maybe my job will fire me, I don't know. It's all this vaccine stuff. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I'm not into getting that either, so probably shouldn't talk about that, but it's a fact. I'm not into the thing because there's so much coming out about it right now. Yeah, but anyway, so who knows? If that happens, then I'll start doing this full time. That'll be good. So don't really care. Let me see here. Oh, in here now. Twitter's really quieted down. I know I talked about that before, but it keeps on shocking me how quiet it's gotten on there. I don't hang out quite as much on there as I used to, unfortunately, because just for my mental health, I can't really hang out that much on social media and stuff. I hang out a bit, but you know, only until I can't. Which is, but I do hang out there a bit, but not like I used to. When I used to hang out and thank everybody for their tweets and retweets and stuff, and I really wish I could still do that, but it just I can't. So it is what it is. Alright. Ooh, I did not close this. That's not very good. Hopefully it doesn't dry out. Am I still recording? Yeah, it says I am, so I don't know. It might be recording it in chunks. I might have to go into something and put it together. But so far, hey. So far, I'm not just talking to myself. Which is really what it feels like happens when when you go through all this, you're yapping away, and then you look and it's not recording. It's like, no. That's why I know to always check now. It's happened enough times. It's like, oh no. So I have to figure out what's happened in here. There's been some damage to the dungeon. I've asked you guys to let me know what's happened before, but nobody ever says anything, so I guess I'm going to have to just come up with it on my own. So, that being said, I need to figure out why this is all caved in. I don't know if you can see, but here there was a wall here, and this was, but now it's all been pushed. Something dug through here, and then something dug through there. I don't know why. I have to figure out why. It'll be interesting to figure out. I'll have to use some of my own tips for being more creative DM. Yeah. That really is pretty much my process that I laid out there. There are a couple other things, but I think those, I don't think there's any way to explain that to anybody, some of them to anybody where they would be able to use them. I think they're fairly unique to me, so there isn't much I can do to... I don't think they'll help people. But those things that I listed there. So the making list, that isn't from me, that is from... Oh, I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to attribute the wrong person, but it is a podcast I watched that I absolutely get so much out of. Anyway. Maybe I should have looked it up first. But he always suggests that, making lists all the time. And I think it's just such a good idea. It really blows me away how well it works. So I got way more Procreate brushes, which is kind of fun. I'm looking forward to playing around with those. I absolutely love Procreate. It is just the best program. I haven't used it too much on my maps, mind you. I've used it on other drawings and stuff, especially like my Twitch stream there that I was trying to do for a while, but didn't really get anywhere. I'm wondering... I mean, I didn't really stick with it enough, maybe. But, I'm kind of wondering if I should actually stream again. But instead of using a pseudonym, just use my real name, so people know who I am. But I would be playing video games. But I'm doing the maps so much now, I don't really want to do video games. I want to do maps. And stuff, you know, and dungeons, and I want to make my easy D6 game. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out. So all the doors are double doors in this building. Now, I'm thinking this one will be smashed down on the ground here. Which I did on my last... I did on another... I did on my last map, too. Am I repeating myself? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I just want it to look like something's gone barging through here. These doors are closed, though. I don't know why. I think because I didn't think of it. I don't know. But there's going to have to be a reason. I'm going to have to come up with a reason that is the case. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. I don't know. Pretty weird. I am very excited about coming out with my own game system. I really am. I think it's gonna be pretty. I'm pretty excited about it. It's always been a goal of mine to make a game, so. It will be interesting. And then I can support the game with dungeons and art and all that. Should be fun. That'll be the entrance to the old dungeon. Been reading or watching a lot of history documentaries lately. Man, they're interesting for coming up with ideas for things. There we go. Table. Another. So I don't put a lot of detail into the little minor statues, just because of the pen I'm using more than anything. It doesn't really allow me to get too much detail. Like even here, this is going to be problematic, but I just absolutely love the style of using one of these pens. And then if I need to, I can go back and change stuff digitally anyway. So that's kind of interesting. Oh man. That's kind of, whoop. Interesting sort of thing there. That's a lectern. It's hard with this small detail to convey things sometimes. Because this isn't a battle map. Although it could be turned into a battle map fairly easily, actually. But that isn't the idea of it. If I was going to draw a battle map, I would do it quite a bit larger than this. Oh man. And the thing is, if you do a battle map, then all of a sudden, especially with this kind of detail in there, then all of a sudden, like this, I can go fairly quickly, have a good time with it. It doesn't really matter because of the style. With the thick pen, it's not really an issue. But if you do a battle map, then people are like zooming right in on it and laying a grid over it, and I don't know. I want to draw in 1-to-1 if I'm doing that. Alright. Gotta have bets, right? Even though there isn't really any time back then when people slept in beds like this. But this is easiest to convey the information to modern people because it looks like modern beds. But in reality, it's not really what their beds looked like back then, whenever this is, because this is fantasy, so who knows? But people would sleep, well, depending what time frame this is. But even in the later Middle Ages, depending, like monks and stuff, I don't believe they slept on beds really. They slept on mats, they slept on hay. And then peasant people didn't really sleep on the same thing, hay beds, or, but, hey, here's what it is. Alright, let's add some treasures and stuff, right? Because that's fun. I mean, everybody likes treasure. Okay. The doors. Still recording? Looks like it is. Wow. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a whole bunch of different movies. I don't have to put them together. So this is a DM's nightmare. Because these are stairs going to who knows where. But they've caved in. So you just know the players are going to want to dig that out, right? Which would be exciting. I don't blame them in the least for wanting to do that. I would too. But then the DM has to, on the fly, figure out what's down there. Always got to be prepared. Alright, let's get rid of some of these lines. Oh, I don't have an eraser, don't I? Oh, just 1 second. Find my eraser. Was at my other desk. So I have to come up with a name for this dungeon too. And then we'll throw the name in here. Oh, look at that. Right, there we go. Alright. So I upload all these videos to Rumble as well. So if, well, you might be watching this on Rumble actually. It's kind of interesting. I get more views on Rumble than I do on YouTube right now. Although it's starting to change. Rumble's kind of interesting. I upload a video to it and it just sits there. It says waiting to be monetized and nothing happens for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I get a whole bunch of views and I don't know. But it'll sit there for a few days. And it says waiting to be monetized. Which, you know, I don't know if that's for real or not. If anybody actually gets money off of it or not, I have no idea. I see some people get like 50 cents and stuff in the thing. But I guess as their audience grows, they'll get more. I hope. Anyway, I'm just happy to be able to support a alternate video service. I like YouTube, but, you know, I don't think it's a good idea to have such a big monopoly, so it's nice to see somebody giving them a bit of a run. So, and then also it's nice to be kind of cancel proof, because if something were to happen, say, I don't know what, the YouTube algorithm can be funny. Sometimes it'll just cancel people for, I don't know. Apparently, anyway, that's what people claim. So from that perspective, it's kind of nice to have my stuff somewhere else just in case, because if the algorithm says, oh, I said something they didn't like or something, and oh, I've been canceled or something, everything's been deleted. It's nice to not have to have all my eggs in one basket, you know. So I don't know what happened when I originally tried to upload to Rumble. I had a heck of a time. It was not working worth crap. So then but now it works great. So it was probably me. Whenever there's a problem, it's me. It seems like, anyway. That's how it always turns out. Like, what the heck's going on here? And then, why are they doing this? And oh no, I'm a moron. I did it. Gotta get that in there, huh? I noticed that I was on the Trove. I never heard of the Trove before. I did a search for an RPG game that I wanted. And it led me to a website. And it's a pirate website. I don't know. It's not going now anymore. But it had my stuff on there. It was wild. My stuff was being pirated on the Trove. It's kind of neat, actually. Not gonna lie. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. I'd rather people got the stuff from my website. It's not like but whatever. People can't afford it, then yeah, by all means. People want to support me. I love the support. Really appreciate it. But if they can't afford it. I don't want anybody to miss out because they can't afford. That would really suck. So I don't like that at all, actually. It's one of the reasons I like this new model I've come up with, is because I should be able to give most everything away now. I mean, the model. I don't really have a model. I don't know how to. I'm not really good at stuff like this, so. Good thing I have a day job, I guess. Unfortunately, if I didn't have a day job, I could produce so much more stuff, though. Oh, well. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm having fun. That's all that matters, I guess. And people are getting to see it, so that's alright, too, I guess. Alright, kind of an interesting map, huh? I'm not sure what's going on. I've got, like, big areas without much happening in them. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing. So I don't want this to be too crowded, so I'm gonna be careful here. Because I'm gonna have to put letters in there, right? If I come up with a name for this place. Alright, there we go. Am I still recording? I am still recording. Wow, unbelievable. Now, I like hand stippling these. I really like the look of it, but if I put this in Procreate, they have some really nice stipple brushes, but I don't really want to do that. I kind of like it hand stippled. I think it looks kind of nice, so. At least these ones. Hey, I hope if you have stuck with me this far, you will give my video a like and a thumbs up and all that crap. I know I keep saying that. It's just I'm trying to grow the channel. And it really does help. And subscribe. I mean... I actually know somebody that his wife just got monetized on YouTube, which is amazing. But you need 10,000 subscribers. Like, it's so many people. Ah. I have that on Tumblr. I do not have that. I have that on Facebook too, but I don't have that on Twitter. Which is funny because I was on Twitter the longest, but I don't think Twitter was ever really a D&D place. When I first started there, I don't think anybody was tweeting out maps at all. I think I was like one of the very first people. And then there might have been somebody else, but I don't know. I didn't know them. Well, when I first started, I was doing cartoons. That's why my Tumblr is called Dungeons and Cartoons, because I was doing my cartoons. And I still want to do cartoons. I have some cartoons drawn up right now, ready to go. I just need to, like everything, get the time. It's currently about 2 a.m. because I am on a crazy ass schedule. So this is 2 in the morning right now. Which is like crazy. How big? Alright. Actually, it might be more like 3 now, actually. These are my doodly-doos. A bone. You know, gotta have... Gotta have the odd skeleton in there too. You know, just... Oh, I don't know what that is. I drew that one too big, I think. Oh well, what do you do? Well, I think I'm just about done this, actually. Could it be? I don't know. What the heck? What the heck caused all this? That's a lot of destruction, right? I'm gonna have to figure that out. And then, I don't know what... Huh. There's some kind of a line there. I did something too much there. That stuff. So I don't think there's a lot of people here. I didn't put any storage in or anything like that. So I'm thinking this has been abandoned. Is it been recently abandoned? I don't know. Hey, look, a scroll. There's a scroll over there. Should be another one? Yeah, there should be. I think that's neat that there's a scroll there. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, it's kind of fun. So I am going to add color to this one, I believe, although that is a real pain in the butt. I should do a video on coloring one day and you'll see why. It depends how you do it, but the way I learned how to do it was my head in the way, probably. Yeah, probably. See the back of my head. The way that I colored before, I've gotten, so I don't do that anymore, but the way I did before was I would do the what comic book artists call flatting. Well, can you imagine flatting this? Flatting is where you cut out all the shapes and then you give them different colors so you can adjust the... Oh my god, yeah. So it's too much for this kind of art. Way, way, way too much. So, this is good for my other project too that I can't talk about yet. Okay, well, I guess that's it. I'm done. So thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.